Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest champagne crypto. Thank you for pumping in. Today we got Fantom, Loop Ring, Pulse, delayed. We got a lot to talk about. Happy Monday. Shout out to the meta maniacs out there. We got a little pumpage here on the markets, a little pumpage on the streams. Let's talk about it. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the Discord and everybody else tuning in. Drop a comment, a like, a subscribe, a post notification bell, the ding ding, tap it, touch it, caress it. Let the people know that you're tuning in with the champ. Where's my bomb? Kaboom! Let's talk about it, guys. You see Fantom on the networks making gains today, touching about 52 cents early this morning. It's the top gainer next to Loop Ring, which is a ZK roll-up alternative or solution there to Ethereum, depending how you look on it, but another layer if you want to get technical. And it seems like the layers, the alternatives to Ether still are valuable, Fantom being one of them. Fantom up at 49 cents this morning. Drop a comment. Let me know if you bought the dip. Are you going to sell the rip? That's what really the questions that I'm asking here. Are you going to sell the rip here? Okay, I certainly sold. I'll tell you what I did most recently. Stay tuned in. Kaboom to the maniacs. And shout out to the chat. Let me go ahead and turn off these coins and share with you my screen here. You got 49 cents on Fantom. I was looking at Fantom. I told you when it hit 25 cents, this thing seemed oversold. A recent low, what was it? Maybe even lower than 25 cents. Let me check that out here on the 1 month. But nevertheless, Fantom on the rip right now. It may get rejected here at 52 cents. It seems like it just really took off in less than overnight. It seems like in the past few hours here, we're at 1,400 hours. And then so in the last like 12 hours, it really took off from 42 cents to about where it is now, 49 cents. FTM, and as I've said, FTM being one of my favorite alternatives to Ethereum. There's many ways you could look at it, layer 1, layer 2, or whatever you want to look at it. And every single one of those layers has different bells and whistles, the ZK or this and that. I'm just saying flat out alternatives. Fantom is one of my faves. Let's talk about Pulse, guys. How about it? Richard Hart trolling the community out there, pulling out the Ferraris, and he continues to do it. Whatever. He's doing what he's got to do to market the product. But the delay of Pulse has been confirmed. The delay of Pulse chain has been confirmed. Let me go ahead and pull up the tweet for you guys. And you can check out what Richard posted yesterday evening, depending on where you were at. Pulse chain will not be launching this month. I will keep my outrage marketing, says Richard. The metrics look good so far. By the way, some people like the idea of launching at the bottom of a bear market. So for those people, they probably love the delay, says Richard. Now, I've mentioned that it is all right, and I do expect them to launch in a bear. That's probably what they're waiting for, what they're strategizing for. And it may be good. All eyes would be on their release if they do launch in a bear market. And we've been tuned in, and apparently, I agree with this. I've said this as well. I think the market can go lower. I do think that the market can go lower here, and perhaps we'll see what happens today if people sell the rip. I think we're overall in a bear market. We're seeing some sort of green today. And let's see if people dump on that green. Because, in a bear market, people are looking to get out of some positions, and they may sell that green. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the chart. So let me tell you guys exactly what I did. When I heard this news, I immediately sold Hex. Immediately. When I saw the tweet within an hour, within like 2 or 3 hours, I sold it. It was already down. I took a little L. I'm not going to hang around. I'll tell you that much. And I'll tell you why. Because it was confirmed to me it's not going to launch this month. So I'm not going to have high hopes. I'm not ready to sit around and waiting. I'm not in love with the coin. I just told you guys, you can't fall in love. So let me get my stable. Because I thought of maybe going to ETH. But now let me get my stable for now. And we'll see what happens. Okay? And, we'll hold comfy. And, the stables get copied on Pulse anyway. Shout out to JoJo Wave. Kaboom! So that's what happened. I immediately dumped the Hex when I saw that. I'll take a little L. And I'm glad I did because it went down to like 8 cents. Now it's back around 9. But, I don't want to hang around. I'll tell you that much. I don't want to hang around. This guy is taking his time. It's been about a year now, and whatever. It is what it is. And I'll patiently wait, but I'm not falling in love with anything. Shout out to JoJo Wave. Shout out to Dake, good day. Or is it Daki or whatever it is? Shout out to you. I see your comment. Kaboom. So you got Fantom over here at 49. Am I sharing my screen? No, I'm not. So we got here Fantom at 49. Let's see who the winners are. Fantom against BTC. And then you got Anchor actually doing really well there at up 63%. But listen, I'm not trying to touch those things right now. You know, I'm not trying to touch what recently lost. You know, it may come back or whatever, but I'm not touching losers right now. I don't want nothing to do with that. Okay? And, you know, we'll cover it. It's there. But, and shout out to those that made the gains. You know, I'll tell you this. If I'm up 62%, or even close to that on a play like Anchor, I'll be selling the rip. Me personally. That's not no financial advice. I'm not your block father. Kaboom. Let's talk about who else is winning. Sushi's up. Fantom. ENS is up. ENS continues to move. ENS. Ethereum name service. You know, I'm quite happy with ENS. That airdrop was a kapumper. Kaboom, another boom for that kapump airdrop that happened months ago. But, you know, it seems like they're swinging back around. I'm still holding a little baggage here of ENS. And I got also a few ENS names that I'm going to be holding too. Making paper things in Brazil, says Manuel. Good morning, sir. Shout out to Manuel. OG Crypto Maniac, Medal of Honor holder. I assume that you're still holding a bag over there. So shout out to Manuel. Shout out to the Meta Maniacs out there. We're still here. We're still firing, and we're still waiting for Pulse Chain, which was delayed. And it is what it is, guys. I dumped the Hex immediately. Took a little L. Not too bad, but it took a little L. And it is what it is. Let me get them stables. I was telling you guys last week that I was considering getting more stables anyway. Today may be a time to... you know, sell that rib. Shout out to Poison Elf. Good morning. Kaboom. Good morning. Fantom. Yeah, look at Fantom. I mean, it's just talking about it right now. Fantom looking good. And one of the few altcoins that technicals have changed to neutral. You know, everything was reading sell, 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 sell. And look at this. FTM against USDT at neutral. I mean, listen, it's nice to see. Look at that one day. It seems like in the last 10 hours or so, you know, things really took off. Let's see if it you know, can maintain here. You know, certainly looked like it got rejected there around 50, 52 cents. But way to go, Fantom. Way to go, Fantom. As I said, you know, one of my faves. One of my favorite alternatives to Ethereum. Now, my favorite. Shout out to Manuel. He says, hodl. Indeed. Indeed. See what else is moving. So this is one that is reading neutral. What is ENS against USDT reading? It's probably neutral, too. Neutral. Yeah, so these two. I like these. How about Rune? I would assume still sell. And if it's sell against Bitcoin, and then, you know, it's sell against USD. That's about it. I don't see other ones even turning closer to the green right now, except these two. I mentioned Loopring in the title. You know, I'm not really covering Loopring as of late, not because I don't like it. It's just because I haven't been tuned in. But it's one of the top, if not the top gainer today there at 62 cents. This is another alternative to Ethereum. They got the ZK rollups or whatnot. I haven't used this, but they've been around for some time. Loopring coin. All-time high of 375, so they're at 62 cents. Manuel says he got 730 Optimism. I don't know if it meant airdrop or whatnot, but I know Optimism. I want to say they did or didn't do the airdrop. I shared a month ago on Discord. Yes, you did. I'm thinking of Optimism, and there was something else that was talked about last week as well. It's also there on current airdrops. To that. So yeah, I sold the Hex. I'll tell you that much, guys. You know, I'm saying it was a good play and a good play, and at the end of the day, it was supposed to be for this month. You know, and he already posted it's not happening this month, so this month is not going up. It is what it is. Look at Sand here. See if Sand is doing any better. No, still at sell. So right now, the only altcoins on my radar that seem to be warming up and perhaps changing to all-out buy on the technicals are Fantom and ENS. And those are two coins we've been talking about. I like them both. Now, I'll be honest with you. Pull back when in doubt, pull out. and look at the greater scope of the market, and let's check out BTC. And I'll be honest with you, I think that this is just a bounce. I don't think that we're back, on the way up. I'm gonna be honest with you. In my point of view, I'd be taking some profits if I did a recent play. In fact, I already told you I've been getting more stables. Let's look at BTC again. And now that I see ETH, I'm check them out against USD. Still sell. So yeah, Fantom's a little warmer than ETH right now, which is nice. BTC as well. Let's check this out. No, they're still sell. So Fantom's warmer than both of them. You had to make some moves on their chain, the optimism chain. So I didn't. I never did the optimism move. So I guess I'm not privy to an airdrop, but perhaps someone else did. So I don't discourage anyone to continue to share stuff like that. Just because I didn't perhaps use it doesn't mean that other people may not be interested. Thanks, Manny. Bitcoin there at 3020 or 3200. I'll tell you, like I said, I think I will see. Again, this seems to be where the resistance at, about 30, 31, 32. I'd tell you, I think there's a case for BTC to continue to fall towards 20K. And then I've also said even the teens, obviously we're not anywhere close to there right now, but it's all still on the table. Again, it all comes down to volatility. Things have been too wild since the last rip. And what I mean by that is, it hasn't stabilized in price. Check out the 1 year chart here again. And we up and down, up and down. It seems like finally here we're trading sideways for, it seems like, a month, but we need a lot more of sideways trading. And these moving averages are wild. I'm going to change these. You know what? I'm going to start deleting them now anyway. I've had these support and resistance for months up now, and they've been all broken as far as the support. So, again, more of a case to be made. I'll leave this resistance line. More of a case to be made for bearishness. So I would say even draw another line from here to all the way out here. This is the channel we're headed to, is my belief. We're headed down somewhere in this pocket, in the 20s. And we would have to break through. Yeah, look at this. Look at this gap right here. Let me go a little closer. Right here. We're down here, and I'm looking at the big picture. We would have to break 38, 39 to confirm a trend reversal. So where we're at now, guys, just hurry up and wait. That's all. Don't want to be, the negative Nelson or, the doom or anything. It's all about waiting right now. There's little information for me to believe that things are going to swing back around right now in the short term. So just go ahead and wait, and we'll get that trend reversal. I think ultimately, the longer it takes for the trend to reverse, the stronger it'll return. And I do think we'll see all-time highs. Put it this way, I do think we'll see 100K in the next few years. Let's go, Brandon. Shout out to Roger. Kaboom, let's go, Brandon. Yeah, at this point, the BTC's price is Brandon's fault right now, too. Just blame everything on Brandon. Shout out to Roger. How about BNB? BNB's been friendly, but I don't think it's any different right now than the other blue chips. Neutral. Yeah. Neutral. Binance against Tether, neutral. Stronger and warmer than BTC. About equal to Fantom right now, technically. As far as, buy-wise. This one's, and, if you want to argue, this one's way more higher market cap, more liquidity. This could be a safer play than Fantom. Binance on the swing. Don't sleep on Binance. I'm telling you, these guys, BNB, sheesh. Neutral now. I'm surprised at that. It's pulling ahead first. Now, again, I don't think the trend is going to reverse. I think that we're ultimately going to be rejected here, and we'll see a little bit more negative pressure for the next few months, or if not, just sideways trading, which I would embrace some sideways trading. Roger does not trust Tether. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's been criticized since its inception, but it is the top stable coin, And you better trust Tether, because if Tether breaks down, it's collateralized. It's used as collateral for DAI. So DAI would break down, and a lot of USDC is also used as collateral for DAI. So they all have vulnerabilities. You got Tether that, perhaps they don't have all the funds. They don't have all the collateral. I mean, I don't know if they do or they don't. They certainly been around for some time. And you got USDC that apparently they got the keys to turn on and off the coins, allegedly. I don't know, because I'm not a dev. And then you got DAI, which is a lot of people say, oh, it's the best one, but it's collateralized by those other ones. So if those get compromised, DAI could be compromised too, right? I don't know. I'm not the dev. I haven't verified it all, but let me know if what I'm saying makes sense or not. Kaboom. So that's BNB right there, guys. 327 neutral. So it seems right now altcoins that are warm and maybe warming up to buy are BNB, Fantom, and ENS, Ethereum Name Service. Let me check out ApeCoin. ApeCoin has been volatile and kind of hot. I don't assume that the technicals have changed, but I want to give it a little peek as the week starts. Here at $8.20, kind of stabilizing here on price, and it's still a young gunner. But ultimately, technicals read sell. Roger Ripple says the Mt. Gox of our time. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I've heard a lot of critics. I don't know. I'll tell you this. I don't really mess with Tether. Ironically enough, I'm more of a DC guy. There you go. But Cryptmatica says you are correct. They can freeze your USDC. Yeah, so I've heard. So you're not safe on these stablecoin streets, or even on these BTC streets, guys. At the end of the day, you can't fall in love. You can't fall in love with either of these guys. BTC, ETH, none of them. I mean, you got to spread love. And I'll tell you, I pay most attention to BTC ultimately, but you never know. They can freeze your USDC, says Cryptmatic, yeah. But ultimately, I've used USDC, and I have some USDC right now, so hopefully they don't freeze it. How about Cardano, the nerd coin, at 54 cents? Look at the Cardano chart. Looking ugly. I think it's ugly. It's an ugly chart right there. So, you seen that meme I posted over there on the Discord? Little funny joke. I found it funny. I saw it on the webs. I reposted over there. Cardano. Let's see what's built on this. Oh. That's funny. Cardano holders are feeling some type of way right now. Pork futures going parabolic. I'm not surprised. I've heard of the coming food shortage. So I've heard. It seems like what the mainstream is really pushing. Cryptmatic says he doesn't plan on crossing the gang, so hopefully they don't freeze him either. He's talking about USDC. That's funny. They got liquidity though. I mean, like most other exchanges accept USDC. They trade USDC. Like I know Gemini does, and I think Crypto.com, right? Like, so it's not just Coinbase. Shout out to the Cardano holders. That chart looks sad though, man. Sheesh. Roger says, big ADA holder. Bye. Hey, I like the tech, and I said good things, and I also make jokes about him. I don't have any Cardano though. But that chart looks sad, man. You gotta honestly, if you're holding Cardano, it is what it is. The chart looks sad. I don't know if I'm in it for that, for the long gun there, or I'm not. Hopefully it switches around though. How about Crow? Okay. Let me see Crow here. That's 3 month. Ugh. That's 6 month. Ugh. That year to date. Ugh. Crow, the baby Binance is what I've been calling it. But it certainly hasn't performed like BNB. Cryptmatic says he's got a few Cardano, messed around with some NFTs on there. Yeah, I know the Sunday swap. I don't know if that's NFTs, but I know a few people talked about Cardano and NFTs. Boysen talked about some Cardano one, and I know a few other heads came and talked. So it's just a joke, guys. I certainly didn't use Cardano in that fashion to get NFTs, though. Me myself. What's up with Cake? Cake certainly had a run, man. We made gains with Cake. Cake about $5 right now, and they're still reading sell. So hurry up and wait. There's not much going on yet, guys. We're seeing a lot of green today, but I would suspect and I would expect, me personally, if people have bags, they probably will be trying to get out of some positions. It's not a bad time. Me personally, I would say. I'm acquiring more stable at this point. I'm waiting to see if the market bleeds a little bit more before I acquire. Now, I'm not dumping the entire bags, and there's certain things I won't touch. I'm a hodler. There's certain, especially when it comes to BTC. But and some wallets are more active than others, and with those, I've the most active wallets. And for the short term, I'm looking more for stables, honestly. ADA performs up and down, says Roger. Yeah, it has. Let's check out the headlines here on CoinDesk and see if there's anything jumping out at us. eBay taps one of debut sport themed NFT drop. Okay. First mover America's Fantom surges 20% as Sparkster questions fly. Okay, I didn't know this. This was posted just 14 minutes ago. So let's see what even Sparkster is about. Price point, BTC, boom, boom, boom. First mover America's Fantom surges 20% as Sparkster questions fly. What's Sparkster? I feel like some of these articles are written by bots. Okay, feature. ICO funded project Sparkster converts 22 mil in Ether to USDC after 3 years. No product. Okay. The conversion in recent days of nearly 22 million of Ether into stablecoin, I'm basically just talking about this, by the seemingly dormant blockchain project Sparkster has got some observers crying foul and calling on the funds to be blacklisted. Okay. Bizarre narratives and ideas claiming world-changing potential peaked at the height of the initial coin offering boom in early 2018. I don't know anything about this. I never heard of this. While some projects went on to build legitimate products and ecosystems, others have yet to deliver. Sparkster looks to be in the latter camp. The project raised over 30 mil in July 2018 in an ICO for what it described as a no-code software creation platform. The final tweet from the project's Twitter account was in 2021, a link to the demonstration of a supposedly incoming product. The wallets holding the proceeds from ICO suddenly became active this weekend, however, and by Monday they were sitting on over 22 million of the stablecoin USDC. The move is seen as an unusual, and it's raising suspicion among some community members. Maybe they just think the market's going down and they want to preserve their funds. I mean, and what does this have to do with Fantom? What does this have to do with Fantom? Or it's just saying what's happening today in the market. You see what I'm saying? This is written by a bot. Just wasted my time. Sheesh. Just start a website with a bunch of bots and just throw them keywords, because that was horrible. Never even heard of Sparkster. I don't even know why they would put this. Is come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, come on. Shout out to Cryptmatic. Shout out to Roger Ripple. And the rest of the meta maniacs. Guys, I'm going to do another giveaway. We're going to do the Gold Spades NFT drop. It's going to be a free drop. Get on the whitelist. And if you have the Medal of Honor NFT, you can get on the whitelist automatically as a holder. Any holder will be automatically listed. It's going to be a free drop. And head over to the Discord for the information. I'm taking my time for the drop, but we are acquiring names on the whitelist, addresses on the whitelist, and when that fills up, we get to the right target, I'll announce what date the mint date will be. But it's going to be free for those on the whitelist and free for Medal of Honor holders. Shout out to Corbett McMahon. Welcome back. Shout out to Adrian Kent. Double thumbs up. Kaboom. Kaboom, kaboom. So I dumped the hex, guys. This guy told me he's not... like I'm acting like he called me personally. He told us no pulse this month. So you know what? No pulse, then I'm not hanging out. See you later. There's no party here. I take a little L. I keep moving. Let me get my stables. In this uncertain market, I don't know what's going on. I'll wait. Sometimes you got to be patient. That's it. Roger Ripple says drop NFT with Cardano. Fees are so much less. I'm not. I don't got any hate towards Cardano, but I can't. I don't have the capability to do that. Me personally, I'm publishing the contracts on EVM myself, so I don't even know how to use Cardano. And I'm sure I can figure it out, but I don't got time for that, or the will to. Honestly, it's going to be either on Matic or Fantom. My initial intent was to do the Medal of Honor on Fantom, but ultimately we did it on Matic because it guaranteed an OpenSea listing, and it did. But you know what? Surprisingly enough, most of the trading has been done on Tofu, which also supports Fantom. So, now I'm thinking whether I should stick with Matic or just go back to Fantom, which is the one I wanted to drop on anyway. So let me know, guys. So it should be Matic or Fantom. Maybe I just stick to Matic because the other drops over there. And everybody has Matic anyway. Or not everyone, but it seems like most people do. Same here, portfolio only Bitcoin, ETH, and Sol. No funny bunny games in these times. No cool project, bro, or new coins. Yeah, I mean, I probably have a little bit of like shit coins in my wallet, but it's dust. It's crumbs. Like it's fairly insignificant. I'm pretty much like you, with the exception of Sol. I don't have any Sol. I don't have anything bad to say about them, really. I know they froze the blockchain a few times, and they seem a little bit corporate, but they've also done well. At the end of the day, BTC ETH, and I'll tell you, stables in the short run. Roger says you'll come around eventually. I'm not, no hate to Cardano, and if my tools support Cardano, I would definitely explore doing a drop over there. But next on the list is Solana, actually. As soon as I figure that one out, I'm going to do something on Solana also, because I know the community, as far as NFTs, is pretty strong over there. But no hate against Cardano. Once I get the tool capability, I would probably do it as well. But it's funny. It's funny to crack on Cardano holders because it is kind of the nerd coin. You know what I mean? It certainly is. So the meme, the meme is not entirely honest, but it's funny. What's up with Doge? What's up with Shiba? What's up with these meme coins? How are they holding up? They're looking pretty weak too, huh? Sell on Doge. Am I even tracking SHIB over here? Yeah, I got SHIB here. SHIB USD. Should make some gains though. their cell as well. All right, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions. I hope you hit the gym this morning. I certainly did at a slow at the gate this morning. I hit the beach this weekend with the fam, so I guess the sun really tired me out for some reason. But I was there, and I did the routine, but ultimately I didn't feel like all the gas was in the tank this morning. Sol can be like Luna. I won't sell because I would lose, but Solana can be like Luna. Bitcoin, no one can widen the supplies or ban it, says corporate. That's why BTC for me, no meme coins. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. Why Solana? I mean, they can be like Luna. I don't know if they're ultimately going to follow that route and be completely dead like them, because Luna's kind of dead in the water, man. But Solana does. I like the corporate aspect. I like the fact that it's kind of centralized. I know what I'm, dealing with over there. Although I'm not dealing with them right now, but I'm not mad at those that are exposed to that. That's a little more of a centralized play. It is what it is. And you got to know what you're handling. That's all. But yeah, you're right. BTC. I mean, I don't know if no one can ban it or widen the supply. I mean, I'm sure they probably can ultimately in the future. When they can always change. They can have a change of consensus. They can fork or something, but I know what you mean. It's not really written in the code right now. CrossFit later for corporate. There you go. Where the NFT bros at? I don't know. I don't know where the NFT bros at. Roger's been a nerd since 2 cents on Cardano. There you go. All right. Yeah, we've covered Cardano. We've had Hoskinson on the channel and everything before things blew up and everything. So, I've definitely been tuned in, but I'm not wild about it. To be honest with you, no hate though. Always a pleasure listening to you, champ. Thank you, corporate. Shout out to McMahon. Shout out to the WW. I'm gonna call it WWF. Okay, for my throwbacks. Okay, I was tuned in before it became WWE, when I was a little champ. I remember going to the Royal Rumble back in the days. The Royal Rumble. I pulled up to the Royal Rumble. I seen Ultimate Warrior. I seen Hulk Hogan up in there. The Legion of Doom. My real throwbacks. I was a little champer. When I compare my portfolio from last year to now, he was in Theta, Polkadot, Cardano, Shilling, and more. Now only 3, says corporate. Yeah, I mean, look, I was excited about Theta. Not so much Polkadot, but I was definitely excited about Theta. I got 2 nodes, the Edge and the other one. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, I was running it for a while. Roger Ripple says everyone has to place their own bets. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't think Cardano's a bad one. I think that they'll be around. There's some talent there. Corporate McMahon says, yeah, WWF for life. Steve Austin, Ultimate Warrior, NWO. Kaboom, yeah, old school wrestling. A little different back then. All right, guys, a few more comments and questions. I'll proceed with my day. Make sure you hit the gym if you haven't. I know corporate says he's going to hit the CrossFit or whatever it is, guys. Make sure you get out there and move. And I'll tell you, if you're not ready to lift weights and do the whole gym thing or anything, simply walking and getting moving. Do a little half mile. Do a little walk. You know what I mean? Just tune on in. Just do a little walk. And do that for a week, 2-3 weeks straight without even lifting a weight, and just get into the groove and into the habit of doing something. I found that to work when I was in a rut. Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah. That's what's up. Before he was snapping into Slim Jims. The Macho Man. Champ, will 2022 be good for us crypto mayors? I hope so. But you know what? Ultimately, I think every year has been all right. You know, if you compare even where we're at now to last year, I think we're still up. You know, the price of BTC is higher this month than it was last month. I mean, not last month. At this time last year, you know, last May, I believe. So will 2022 be good? I think so. Yeah, I think so. When's the next halving? Is it 2023 or 2024? Corporate man says masculine heroes back then. Yeah, it seems like, you know, after the 90s thing, those heroes kind of died down. Even in the 80s they had a lot of, you know, even in the movies they had like Rambo, Van Damme, you know what I mean? They had a lot of tough guys on the screen. Not so much now. Now everything's a little, not a little, a lot of a lot of soft men. Roger Ripple says that his girl, Macho Man's girl, yeah. I can picture her, the brunette. I picture her, I can see her face in my head, but I forgot her name. But I know exactly who you're talking about. Macho Man's girl. That was a cool character. Rambo, Van Damme, Arnold. That's right, Arnold. You had him in what did he play? The Predator, right? Princess Elizabeth. Which one's that? No, you're talking about Princess Diana. Now, Princess Elizabeth is the queen. Princess Elizabeth or Sherry Martel. I don't know what that is. I think you may be talking about the best Predator movie. Predator is the best movie. I was more into Rambo, and not no hate against Predator. I was just like, you know, I remember more Rambo in my head as a young gun. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, absolutely, with the 2x4. I used to like him too. Yeah, the late 80s going into the 90s, there was some cool things. The whole 90s was pretty cool, all right, too. But, you know, you started, like, already towards the ending of the 90s, things started, you know, you started getting, you know, Bad Boy and the whole pop era really started coming in. Things got a little too pop. Predator, the scene with the 6 Alpha shooting the Predator in the jungle. Yeah, that's pretty iconic. Absolutely. But I feel like I would watch Rambo more. I don't know. And again, that's just a matter of preference. But Predator now, in retrospect, seems a lot like tougher, a lot more adult than Rambo. Maybe not a lot, but. Corporate says, love 80s and 90s, positive and fun. Now you have soft men. I mean, there was softies back then, but, you know, I think, yeah, with over time, people have gotten a little softer. And I think overall, that just a good old hand-to-hand combat, a good old fight, it's just not accepted as much. You know, people won't. You know, just throw hands like they used to. So like you have, you know, just settle it real quick, and you know, it would be a lot more accepted. You know, someone, you know, disrespect, and you would fight. It would be more accepted everywhere, but people don't. It's not. They don't look at that anymore. Iron Sheik, yeah, Iron Sheik. I remember him as well. Another WWE. All right, guys, taking a few more comments and questions. A nice trip down memory lane here, talking about WWF before it became WWE, when the World Wrestling Federation. I guess they got sued by the Wildlife Federation, right? And they had to change their letters. My favorite, not not my, yeah, it's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite from the 80s is Back to the Future, though. That's me. And that's not so tough, but it was fun. That's one of the greatest stories. And it's not like, it's not about being tough either. It was, but at the end of the day, you know, he did, you know, punch Biff, right? At the end of the day, they solved it with violence, but you know what I mean. Thanks for the nostalgia. Yeah, WWF sued them. Yeah, that's what I remember. The rest of the Wildlife Federation. All right, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions. Like I said before, we've been on for 41. I thought we were going to be on for like 25, 30 minutes today, but shout out to Monday, and we're back. And I'll tell you guys, hurry up and wait. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not that excited about the green today. I mean, I'm happy that it's green, obviously, but, you know, I'm not letting it gas me up too much or trick me out, you know, fool me. Or, you know, I don't want to get too excited over this green because the big picture here still is reading bear, and I'm ready to hodl through the bear. All right, guys. Shout out to Roger. Shout out to Corporate McMahon and the rest of the boomers. Come join us over there on the Discord. I'm going to do another giveaway for the Gold Spades NFT whitelist. And, you know, all you got to do is go over there and react for an opportunity. And, you know, more than likely you'll get on the list. So go ahead and drop the link down below. It's, you know, click on the link down below and you can go over there to the Discord. And also check out the link to the Medal of Honor NFTs if you're interested in those. If you acquire one of those medals on the open market, I don't own any of them. You would have to get them from the community. You will be whitelisted for the Gold Spades automatically. So that's what's going on. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto.